Hey everyone, Updog here, and today I got a video for you about the Rebirth team. I had a request in one of my comments of my other Incursion video to see if I could do Incursion 2, and I did 2.1 in this recording that I took. But they wanted to see just straight Rebirth without Super Skrull. So it is a little bit of a mess when you do it with just straight Rebirth. And this is my Rebirth here that I was able to make it through with. Basically, you'll see at the end it gets pretty crazy, but I was able to make it through. And so yeah, a big Cap, a big Peggy is key. It feels like Rebirth is going to be on its way out soon. Not sure when. The way that these nodes are set up, it definitely is hinting towards that. So I'm not really willing to put in more resources into this team that is going to probably be going away maybe in the next few months. So I'm just gonna have to struggle through. Luckily I have Super Skrull that I can just cruise through it a lot easier. But for those who wanted to see it, here we go. Let's take a look. Starting out on the first node, there's my team. Now, I did hear to put Peggy behind Cap and then US Agent in the middle. So I did try that. So 1.4 million Rebirth going into this node. And it's unfortunate that US Agent was unable to flip that taunt. So I went ahead and went for the stun, I believe. Oh no, I went for ability block. Okay. Earlier today when I was playing it again, I went for the stun just so I could get all the slows out there on the field. But I did try to go for the ability block. And luckily it did. I did get lucky and it landed on Cloak. Now I did also hear that if you have the taunt ability with Cap, you want to use it. every time on this in the Incursion raid. So instead of the special, I do like the special because it does basically give him another turn pretty quickly right after he uses the special. But I was told that you should taunt instead. So far we're starting to slowly work through it. The Thor Infinity Wars are very tough to deal with because they do a lot of damage. And it's very hard if you don't get that initial flip of the taunt on that absorbing man, then it's pretty tough because you do have to withstand a lot of damage. You should be stunning Nova with Winter Soldier, and even if he has charges, it does usually tend to land. I mean, my Winter Soldier is the weakest of the team for me, and it still lands for me. So he must not have as dialed up of a resistance as he does in most other modes. So yeah, stun Nova with Winter Soldier, and I think I've heard you stun Agatha at the beginning too, if you can get to her with US Agent. But obviously that wasn't the case here. We're slowly making our way through it. We've only taken 2 people out so far, about halfway through the match. But this is where the sustain for Rebirth really shines, and you're able to withstand all this damage and rebound and make a comeback. So you just want to keep that Omega Red under control. Although his focus too is kind of low in this for some reason. I'm not sure, because he doesn't tend to land a lot of his abilities, like his ability blocks and things like that. So there's a big ult from Peggy. It took out quite a few people, so that helped. But I wouldn't rely on that Omega Red to not land his ability. So yeah, you definitely want to keep him under control. So let's see. We got Nova stunned. We don't want him to use his ult. Basically, is the main goal with controlling Nova. We tried to get rid of that taunt again on Absorbing Man. Didn't work, but that's okay. You also want to try and stop Captain Sam from using his ult and speeding everyone up, but at this point with only 3 people or 3 enemies left on the field, it's not as big a deal. But if he drops with, I don't know, 5 or 6 people on the field, then yeah, you definitely want to stop that ult from happening. But with 3 people on the field, it's not bad. And you can pretty much clean up. So there we have it. After a about 2.5 minute slog there at the beginning, we made it through. So here we go on the second node. See how this one goes. It is a little tougher. I did not do the boss node. I just wanted to get through the first 2 nodes because the boss node really is more of a team effort that's going to be needed, especially if nobody has Super Skrull. So I start by working on that Fury over there. And then we're going to stun the... Let's see. Oh, I stunned Iron Fist, so that way he didn't stun us. And then there's so many high priority targets on here. I can't remember who I went for. I did decide to go against the Quicksilver. Dropped him below 50% health, so the Scarlet Witch already dropped, but she died pretty quickly because of the Agent Venom passive. More damage out there from Peggy on her ult, and Winter Soldier. We're going to stun Quicksilver again with Winter Soldier. Got a rewind from Captain America. Now, you may want to think about stunning him instead of like Iron Fist like I did. But yeah. There's, like I said, there's just so many high priority targets in this node. It's hard to manage with the tools that Rebirth give you. So decided to ability block the Surfer to minimize the damage from him. And, you know, I do have to worry about Icarus over there here, so I'm going to work on him, I think, a little bit. It's definitely quite the puzzle, especially with just straight Rebirth on this node. I decided to take the offense up off of Cersei. I didn't want her smashing us harder than she needed to. I tried to go for the kill with Winter Soldier, but like I said, he's my weakest member of the Rebirth, so he doesn't get the job done. Icarus goes for his ult, but with our safeguard and our defense up and our deflect, we managed to hang in there pretty good. So the 2 Silver Samurais, they're annoying as well. So you just kind of have to deal with them, both taunting and get around them as soon as you can. So now we're going to try and I was going to go after Cersei because she's going to stun next. I don't want any of my characters stunned, especially since I don't have immunity out there. There we go with the deletion of Cersei. Now I'm trying to decide, do I go for Surfer or do I go for Icarus? Because they're both heavy hitters. Surfer hits Cap, but he can do this all day, so he's hanging in there. Although we did lose Peggy, so that's unfortunate. Can we finish this out 4 versus 6 here? I decided to go for the stun on Icarus. Probably should have used it on Surfer, actually, but what do, you know? We got 1:20 left on the clock, and so I'm trying to clear this as fast as possible. Don't want to time out. There goes my Cap. Turns out he can't do this all day. And try to go for the big ult to save the day from Agent Venom. Doesn't do as much damage as I wanted it to. So now we got a 4-on-3 situation. Well, now it's 4-on-2. Oh, 3-on-2. Here we go. Can we make it? We got 2 stuns on the field. Trying to get rid of that Icarus. And that Surfer's going to be a problem. He just woke up from stun and he's like already at 80% turn meter. That's how crazy Surfer can get if you let him hang around. And 1-on-2, and a useless agent cannot cannot take them both, unfortunately. So I probably play, like I said, I probably played this not quite as good as I should have. But that gives you an idea of what is possible with the full Rebirth team. I hope that helps you guys. Thanks for watching the video. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what I did wrong. So yeah, thanks again for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and unlock Super Skrull as fast as possible so you can get through these raids. I'll catch you all later.